Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's market wrap-up show. I'm Joe Kinahan for Think or Swim. Today is Tuesday, March 8th, 2008. Well, the Dow took it on the chin a little bit today as the Dow closed down just, let's call it 36 points, down 35.99. I think we're safe in calling it down 36. Anyway, this was actually a recovery for the Dow. It was down in much lower levels earlier in the day. The reason being we start the day with bad earnings from Alcoa and AMD. Definitely not good for what we'd like to see in the market. Again, particularly with these stocks setting the tone for the earnings season. Something we didn't necessarily want to see. We started off on some bad news. We had WAMU getting some financing. That was considered fairly good actually for that company overall. But the day started out a little bit on the bleak side. Futures were down right away. The Dow was down right away. What we ended up seeing at the end of the day was the futures rallying back, things not being nearly as bleak as we thought they would be earlier in the day. A couple of very interesting things to take note of in today's trading. First of all, as I mentioned, the Dow was down 36. We had 14 advancers, 16 decliners. Seems pretty even. But there were some big decliners on the day. Particularly were led by Intel. Intel down just over 3%. Also, we saw Citigroup down over 3% today. So the stocks that were down tended to be down a little bit more. The stocks that were up weren't up very much on the day, actually. All right, a couple of other things to take note of. Futures were down a little bit. In fact, the futures closed just over to the 1371 level. Again, we've talked about this no man's land for a while here now for the last 4 days. There's no surprise as to what's going on there. Now, what I do find very interesting actually is the VIX. The VIX down 6 cents on the day. On a day where we were getting hit early in the day, VIX still down on the day. There's a lot of money out there right now. We're coming towards tax time. A lot of people are interested in buying stocks before this April 15th deadline. It's something to keep in mind over this next week and a half and as we head towards expiration. Alright, we do need to sizzle today. And in the Think or Swim Sizzle Index, the stocks with unusual activity, well, I think that when we look at the stocks that have unusual activity, there's only one appropriate song today for those stocks. That's right, it's the chicken dance. The reason I'm playing the chicken dance, there's a stock with unusual activity. That stock is Tyson Chicken. And what we saw in Tyson Chicken today was the May 15 puts. The May 15 puts coming into today had an open interest of 70 contracts. Today, 9,081 of those May 15 puts trade. Very unusual activity, particularly with the stock trading at $16.77. It was down 23 cents on the day. Definitely bears watching over the next few days. So keep Tyson Chicken in mind. Just remember that chicken dance song I just played for you. All right, anyway, as we said earlier, we're going to look at GE. We don't have any major numbers tomorrow, so GE on Friday is going to set, I believe, the tone for the rest of the week. As always, hope you had a great day, good health, good trading. We'll see you tomorrow night. Joe Kinahan, Chief Derivative Strategist with Think or Swim. Have a great night, everybody.